What the is going on?
Hey there. How you doing? I got something for you.
It's tea time!
Child, the web world is in shambles, cousins. I mean, shambles, honey. The past 12 months, the girls have been dropping like flies. Okay, they have taken their they have packed up their luggage, and I don't know where the girls have went, okay? But so many of them, I mean pop-up productions. Hello, where are you? Huh? Huh? OMS TV. Hello? 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 Anybody home? Anybody home? On the way up entertainment. I guess you're no longer on the way up. Are you now on the way down? Are you down there? Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Gemini Filmz. Hello? Is anybody out there? What is going on? The girls have been dropping like flies, and the state of the queer web reality TV world is in shambles, darling. As of right now, we only have 3 platforms holding us down. And yes, there are more platforms other than the following 3 platforms that I'm about to name. But these platforms, for the most part, they bring in the numbers, okay? So, of course, we have Chasing Reality, holding us down out here, okay? Thank you so much. We have Real Life and Reality, holding us down. Thank you so much. And then we have the Crew TV Studios. I don't know what name. Listen, the people are changing their names. I don't know if it's Crew TV Studios. I don't know if it's the Crew Plus. I don't know if it's Crew Edition. I don't know. But shout out to the Crew. They're holding us down as well. Hey, so those are the 3 platforms right now that are holding down the queer web reality TV world. And an honorable mention to girl, your boy Nunu, Our View TV. He does what he can. He's always filming something. It's just the episodes come out, like episode 1 and 2, they come out, 6 months apart from each other, which, girl, what? That's another story for another day. Shout out to the girls who have been holding us down. But the problem is competition. Great, friendly competition breeds great results, okay? Now, because we only have like 3 platforms that's really holding down the queer web reality TV sector, the content that we have been given has been subpar. And that's no Sade. Okay. And when the content is subpar, the viewership goes down, 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 down. It goes down. And if you check these platforms, other than the Crew, not the Crew, shout out to the Crew. But if you check the other platforms, the numbers have gone down. Okay. And that signals stagnancy to me. Complacency. The people are getting tired. The people are getting bored. They're getting sleepy, honey. They need something to shake them up. Shake them up. They want to be shook. And when we had all of these other platforms, when we had the pop-ups of America, the OMS TV networks of America, the On the Way Up of America, when we had all of these platforms and Gemini Films of America, when we had all these platforms together, it was like the wild, wild, wild West. And everybody was in fun competition with the other, like, oh, what show? Let me see what Chasen is doing so I can do it better. Let me see what Gemini Films is doing so I can do it better. Let me see, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Like the girls were out here fighting for the top spots. Okay. But then everybody chucked up their deuces and they left. And now, chasing is the cream of the crop. And they have nobody else is even close to them. They are just the top of the top. And well, people, we need variety. And folks, Gemini Films is back. What does this mean going forward? Because Gemini Films is the only other platform that gives chasing reality a run for their money in terms of popularity. Okay, you have Gemini Films, who has the most subscribers in the queer web reality TV sector with over 100,000 subscribers. But then we have Chasing Reality, who has the most viewership with over like 27 million views to their platform. Okay, so those two right there are neck and neck when it comes to the popularity. To me, they bring out the best in each other, even if they're not directly competing amongst each other. They just bring out the best in each other. Okay, competition breeds victory. And 5 months ago, Karan Wilson, he packed his bag along with his mental illness. And he checked himself into somewhere around the world, child. Okay. He said he was never returning ever again. But less than a week ago, just like that, boom, Karan Wilson announces that Gemini Films is back. So what is going on? What are the games? Because it seems like every year, Sissy Pop, Karan, you are like, I can't do this anymore. The people are coming at me. Bro, you've been producing Gemini Films since you were in diapers, bro. Huh? What you mean? You don't got tough skin by now? Huh? Girl, get it together, Sissy Pop. And you know what? Let's not do this. Let's just talk to the man directly himself. Let me get Karan on the line right now. This is so exhausting. Karan Wilson, welcome back, mother.
Well, hello.
Hello, darling. How have you been?
I've been much better. Much better.
Okay, well, that's great to hear because, listen, you walked away, I want to say, approximately 4 to 5 months ago. And what seems to be, according to the people who are Gemini Films viewers, they call it the Karan yearly breakdown trend, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Where you post that you mentally, you can't do it anymore. And, the last time you did this 4 to 5 months ago, you said it was final. You were never coming back ever. And here we are.
I said never ever?
Never ever. You're done.
I said that?
You're done, honey. You were done. And here we are. And we're here 4 to 5 months later, and you're back. You just announced that you're about to begin filming season 9 of Bad Boys Club in a couple of days. Mm-hmm. And you're also casting for season 10 of Bad Boys Club. And you also you posted you got new equipment. Long story short, what made you decide to come back?
So to be honest, I still was very done with everything. There was an opportunity that presented itself to me, which was a show / like there was like a project that was going on with Judy, Stassi, and Tierra. And we've been talking, we've been on the phone, having meetings and everything like that. And I wasn't planning on filming, but I was like, if I was going to do something, this is the perfect thing to do because I love them. And I think it'd be a fun situation to kind of give the people who supported me for a long time. Like I said, when I said I was done, I meant it. Like I took 5 months off. I traveled the world. I was working on my mental health. I didn't have to deal with no filming, no nothing. So to me, it was great. Like I didn't have to deal with nothing. So I got to recharge and put myself back into what I liked, which was figuring myself out and being at peace. But then when that opportunity came, I started working on everything. And then right now it's on hold until next year because we were supposed to start filming it this month. So all that work that I put into it, we had to postpone it. So I was kind of like, well, instead of just sitting on it, I can kind of use my resources and do the thing that people love, which is Bad Boys. But for weeks and weeks, I was thinking about like if I wanted to do it or not. And then I had to come to a realization of like, how can I do this but not be as stressed out as I was before? So I had to sit and list all the things that stressed me out. And I came up with solutions for all of them. And I was like, okay, this is the best solution for it. Now, granted, it doesn't mean it's always going to go the way I want it to, but these are the ways that I know for certain it's not going to stress me out to the point where I'm going to want to start quitting every 6 to 12 months. You know what I'm saying? So I came up with that. It's working. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going to start playing the game that everyone else is playing on these platforms. They want to start playing these games. I'll play the games too. And I'm not going to take it personal. I'm just going to do my job and live my life and not care about what people say. And that's what I'm going into this new era.
Yes, honey. Play the reindeer games. Nobody cares. Like nobody, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Let the TTBs of Americas do their job, and you just pay it. Okay, so those three lovely ladies you were talking about, they're former Bad Girls Club original girls, like BGC girls. Okay, just wanted to say that for the viewers who might see this and be like, well, who's Stassi? You know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's get a little messy. Okay, so the streets talk. You've only been back for, I don't know, 48 hours now, but the streets they're already blowing me up. Karan, the people are in my DMs already, honey, and they're talking. Okay, so this is what I'm hearing, and I want to know why. Okay, I'm hearing you want people to buy plane tickets 3 weeks in advance of this season 9 show on their dime, despite the fact that you charge $40 for them to apply. And with
okay, so who's saying it? Who's saying that?
Sources, okay, the streets.
If it's not a name, I'm not addressing it. Then if it's not a name, if it's not someone who you can tell me that is saying that, then that means that it's not something I can address because then it's not coming from a credible source to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not addressing things that are said by sources and people who are like, oh, well, I got a DM, but I can't tell you who it is. Okay, then
I can't give away people come to me in confidence.
Then we don't have to talk about it because to me, it's pointless. Why am I addressing something from someone who we can't even talk about? If it's someone who I know and I'm like, oh, okay, I do know this person X, Y, and Z, then yes, of course. But if it's from a source that I don't even know who it is, I'm not addressing it. And that's another thing. Like going into how I'm handling things. Normally, I would have taken this like really offensively, but I can also say, no, I'm not talking about that. I don't need
you don't got to talk about it.
I owe no explanation to anyone. So if you don't want to do the show, don't do it. If you don't like the way that I'm doing it, don't watch. And I'm going to continue doing whatever I want to do. So that's kind of how I'm handling it.
See, I like that answer because what it is, I want you to understand, I still have a job to do. You understand what I'm saying? So right. I'm going to do my job by asking the questions. And if you don't want to answer it because there's no source because I can't give away my sources, then that's the answer that you give. And then we could just move it right along. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if the comments come through, they're like, oh, he's avoiding questions. Oh, well, you don't feel like answering.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So now, before you announced your mental break 5 months ago, you were promoting Bad Boys Club Besties and The Dolls season 2. Are they still coming?
Yeah, so Bad Boys Besties is what we're about to film this month. We're filming it actually really, really, really soon. I got to start packing, but we're filming that this month, and then The Dolls has already been casted as well. So both those shows were fully casted with replacements, and I was literally getting ready to start filming for Besties, and I kept having anxiety attacks the closer we started getting to filming for Bad Boys. And I was like, there's no way I can do this show because I keep having these like anxiety attacks. Like, there's no way I can fucking handle this. So that's the reason why I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is the time where I just have to stop. I can't. And that's the reason why I decided to like pull the plug.
Okay. Is Bad Boys Club Besties considered Bad Boys Club season 9? Is that?
Yeah, so season 9 is the besties edition. It's just I've been doing so many Bad Boys Clubs that I wanted to add something new to it. So I'm like, oh, if we do it with best friends, I feel like one, the stories will be really great, and two, like it's something different. It's just something new and different that will kind of get people excited coming back into the Gemini Films world. And also, like, to be honest, I thought like everyone left. I thought everyone was like, okay, well, he's done, so bye, whatever. But I get so many messages and so many people who was like, please come back. Like, it's boring out here. You need to come back and give us something. And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever. And I still have so many people who are like, yeah, we riding with you. We want to see your stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
I mean, we over here at TTV, we did a whole poll and we asked the people, what web reality TV platform have they been missing the most within the last 6 months to a year? And, you came out on top. You sure did. Just saying.
Well, shout out to the girls.
Shout out to the cousins who voted. Okay. Okay. One of my last questions for you is, when you do return, are you wait? Before I do that, so Bad Boys Club Besties, it's going to be the same cast that you announced 5 months ago, or is it different cast?
It's the same cast, but we tweaked it and we changed a lot of things. Due to some cast members have family members who are very sick who they have to take care of. Some people got new jobs that they can't really call out of. So, which is totally fine. So we kind of took the replacements who were going to wait and kind of filled that in. So it's still going to be the same thing. It's just that maybe you'll see like, oh, okay, they took this person and that person out and this person's in. Okay, got it. Like, it's still the same cast pretty much.
Got you. So you would say like 90% of the cast is still the same. 90%. Okay.
I would say like 80% is still the same. Yeah.
Okay, 80%. And for the Doll season 2, is that going to be completely set of girls, or
no? So for the Dolls, we're bringing back at least like 4 or 5 girls, and then we're having 4 or 5 new girls. So it's going to be we're adding about 2 more girls to the show, and then we have like 4 replacements on standby.
Okay. Now, according to the streets, Bad Boys Club Besties will be filmed in Las Vegas. Do you care to confirm or deny the location? What do you think? What's going on?
No, I can confirm. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we're filming in Vegas.
Period. Okay. Now, one of my last questions, because we both have things to do, darling. Are you still doing members only? Which I feel like that could have worked out for you, but I feel like you shot yourself in the foot with that, because remember, first you tell people you were doing OnlyFans to drop the content, and then you used Patreon, and then you finally used members only, which I like to take credit for, because I told you that was the move since your audience is already on YouTube.
Right.
However, at that time, it was still confusing to the viewers because you were using both Patreon and members only, and like the marketing of it all, it was really messed up to me. It just didn't make sense. So
I was gonna say, probably from the outsider's point of view. So when we did OnlyFans was the thing that for me it just felt like, okay, this makes the most sense, because at that time OnlyFans was the most popping thing to use, right? So like when they did like the Blueface Bad Girls Club, and then Natalie did the Bad Girls OGs on OnlyFans. So I was like, oh, like OnlyFans is the wave. Like if you already have an account, it's easy for you to just sign over to Gemini Films as well.
No, but OnlyFans was the wave for them because they were not on YouTube. You get what I'm saying?
No, but let me finish. So I was saying that for me, the thought process of, oh, okay, like OnlyFans is popping when it comes to these kind of shows. My show is kind of in that realm as well. So it makes sense to do that if I was trying to make money, right? I didn't know too much about YouTube membership. I didn't know if that was to shut down my YouTube channel. I had no idea what it was about. So I was like, I'm not going to touch that. I'll rather just kind of do it for the people who want to pay and see it. Then OnlyFans made an issue about the violence. They didn't want to see blood. They didn't want to see fighting. So I was like, well, I can't do that. So that's what made me go over to Patreon. Then a lot of fans was like, hey, I'm trying to subscribe to Patreon, but I don't live in the country. I don't live in this area. They're saying that I can't subscribe. Is there any other way I can do it? That's when I did the YouTube membership, because I was like, YouTube membership could be for anyone who is out. So I have a fan base who's on Patreon, and then I have a fan base who's on YouTube membership, and they can choose whatever one works for them, depending on where they live. So that is the reason why we have both. But it honestly, the OnlyFans did shoot me in the foot. But doing Patreon and YouTube membership, I don't regret it. I'm so happy I did that because I was able to do a lot more of these shows. I was able to financially be stable in my personal life. I was able to get my car. I was able to do a lot of shit. And now I'm able to come back and do more shows because I was able to build a really good fan base on both platforms. You know what I'm saying? So that really helped out with the stuff that I have moving forward.
Okay, so when you come back, what's the marketing strategy to look like for the Patreon and the members? Are you still going to be doing that? Like, what's it looking like? Because a lot of people are like, "Where's the shows?" Like, they go to your platform and everything's gone. Like, there's nothing there. So it's like, what's going on?
So on the public YouTube channel, yeah, there's only trailers and sneak peeks. But if you subscribe to the membership, everything is there. If you subscribe to Patreon, everything from season 8 on up is there. And also we have like some old seasons, like the New York season 2, I believe. So you still have some nostalgic there too. But yeah, everything is still there. It's just you have to subscribe in order to see it. But it's still there.
Do you think you would get more members if, like, let's say, I don't know if you know who Signal 23 TV is, but what they do is they don't have members only, but they have like their own website. And what they do is they'll put the episode on YouTube for free, but they'll take out the adult content and then they'll upload it to their website. Like, if you want to see the boom, 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 buy the membership on my website. Now,
yeah,
with YouTube, it could be the same thing. It's like you can upload the actual episode, but if they want to see the fighting, you got to get the membership.
Yeah, I did that with the Come Up. When there was like certain things on the new season of the Come Up that we did, I was like, okay, I can release that, and then I'll like just put like the fighting and all that other stuff. I'll just put it on the paywall. But when you put it out like that, the views don't look how they're supposed to, which makes the channel just look like, oh, okay, he has 100,000 subscribers, but only 40,000 people are watching the episode. Like something seems a little off about that. So I was thinking like that was the best idea, but the way it looked, I just didn't like it. I was like, the views look really low, which is not what I want. Like I want it to look good if I was going to put it out on a public platform.
Well, I think the views would have been fine with the Dolls and Bad Boys Club. Like if you did it with them, I think people were just over the Come Up formula at the time.
Yeah.
Like, and it's no shade to that formula, but a lot of people they're over that ensemble. We're going to dinner and
right. Which makes
look at Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, like if you look at Housewives of Atlanta or anyhow, like all the ratings are going, like people are just over that formula. And right now, Bad Boys are back. They're in. Bad Boys, the Dolls, that type of stuff is back in. So yeah. I feel like if you were to do that, I feel like the views would still be
true. I mean, maybe I could try that out for the next.
Yeah, because people were upset with the Dolls because we were tuned into the Dolls, and the next thing you know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did that with Bad Boys too. I put out the first 2 episodes and then I made everything else online. So I get it, but I think in order for me to continue to work the way I'm working with like the budget being higher with the houses and us doing stuff, it has to work that way, and I mean, it's a sign of the times.
Because it would make me like, let's say I'm a random person and I just stumble across Bad Boys Club. So I'm watching it. I've never seen this before, and I'm like, "Oh, this is a good show." And then, they about to get into some action, and then it's like members only. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta get the membership."
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus a picture, and you're like, "Oh, members only." And I'm like, why would I pay? I don't even know what the show is about. I'm not paying for this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, I mean, I can see it from all aspects of what you're saying.
Right, and you're gonna do what you want to do, regardless. I'm just letting you know what the people. I'm just letting you know what the people, because the people be calling me. They like, tell Kurt, like, if I'm your damn manager or something. I'm like, listen, he gonna do what he want to do. Okay.
Right.
But I gotta ask the question. So that's what's next. So we have The Doll season 2. We have Bad Boys Club Besties season 9. You're casting for season 10, and it's only up for Gemini Films.
Oh, it's about to be insane. There's something else that I can't announce it, but there's something else that's in the works that is gonna surprise people. But like I said, I'm playing the game that everyone else is playing from now on. So if you see things that look different or things that are like, oh, this is different, just know I'm playing the game that everyone else is playing. And that's just how it is from now on. I know that my popularity is about to go up a lot, but I also know that it's gonna put a sour taste in people's mouth and some people's mouths as well, which is okay. Like, I think that when you grow and expand, there's only so many people that are gonna like love every single era of what you're doing. And I think this era, I'm in more of a like, I don't care. I'm in more of like, I don't care. I don't have to answer to nobody. I don't care. You know,
And you
so that
don't. Yeah,
I
you
think
don't.
that is what's gonna piss some people off because they're probably gonna want answers to stuff. But I'm at a point where I don't have to answer to no one. I'm gonna work, I'm gonna put the work out, I'm gonna enjoy my life, and that's it.
Period. Thank you so much for coming to chat with me. I told you it wouldn't be bad. I told you, in and out. Bang, 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 bang. Just, got to ask the questions that the people want to know. So thank you so much, Karan. And I wish you nothing but success in 2020. Because I'm assuming by the time these shows come out, it'll be 2025. So much success in the brand new year, darling.
Thank you. You as well. And yeah, buckle up. It's about to be a fun time.
I can't wait.